My name is Francisco Santoyo, and this is my final project presentation. As I mentioned in my training guide, Digitalia Hispánica is one of the largest interdisciplinary databases in Spanish. The Central Latino at Fuller Theological Seminary offers degrees in Spanish in Masters of Art in Theology and Ministry, Masters of Art in Theology, a Master's in Divinity, and a Doctor of Ministry. The student body is composed of a handful of students at the Pasadena campus, while the majority are online students who, in addition to studying, work full-time or are engaged in church ministry or missionary work. Some of our students have been out of school for a considerable amount of time and are rusty with their research skills, or they did not have online databases when they were in school. This training guide is also aimed at our institution staff and faculty who also have access to the database. During the beginning of every school year in September, the library's reference department provides library tours and orientations to library services and research. Some of these orientations are online, since the majority of the student body are online students. We do provide services and resources in Spanish, and in the last few years, the library has established a Spanish and Portuguese collection. But since most of our students are online students, we need to provide more online resources to better serve them. As of now, we do not have any instructional videos in Spanish for our library resources and services. This training guide was created with our Spanish-speaking remote students in mind and our parent institutions' need to maintain accreditation for our Spanish programs. In order to keep our accreditation for our Spanish programs, our institution must offer Spanish services and resources. More videos like these will be done in the future. This training guide is in English, but a Spanish version will be done later. During the start of the school year, I often assist the reference librarians in their new student orientation activities for Spanish-speaking students. Last year, we had an in-person library orientation to a cohort of Doctor of Ministry students. I also assist in giving library tours to new students. Thus, I have become familiar with a lot of the Spanish-speaking students, and they come to me whenever they need help in the library. With this training guide, I aim to be the link between the students and the library and its resources. I strive to promote Digitalia Hispánica and the library's reference services and teach students how to use this database. This training guide is only the beginning. I want it to be the start of a relationship between the students and the library. Once I finish this training guide, I will send a link to my colleagues, the electronic resources and reference librarians. They will point out any adjustments or additions that need to be made before I translate it into Spanish. Before starting with this training guide, I consulted the head of the electronic resources department to find out what was needed for a training guide covering Digitalia Hispánica. She informed me that searching for ebooks using the different search features in the database would be helpful for our students. I also plan on contacting the staff at the Central Latino and asking if they have any feedback that they would give me before I make the training guide available to my audience. This has been my final project presentation. Thank you all for watching and your helpful feedback.